flash of another transformer going. I'll tell you, that's the scary part. You talk about the slow forward speed of this, or I guess backward speed almost. It's going south, sort of, south and west. We could have these conditions for a while. You know, they start in fits and starts. That was another one. That one is fairly close. You can't see it from here. I don't want to bring the camera out obviously into the wind, but that was another one right there, and I think we've now lost power in the building, although I do see some street lights still on. The scary part of this is that we get these conditions now, and until this gets past us, and it's moving so slowly, they say now about 5 miles an hour, 5 knots maybe, until it gets past us, we're going to be in these kind of conditions. This is why we're here, because this is where we thought the center of circulation would be coming ashore. And as you can see now, and as I don't repeat myself, but you know, we're looking at a Cat 1 storm here with the kind of conditions we're looking at. And you know, if you can only imagine if this was a much stronger storm, we certainly wouldn't be standing here right now. So, and I don't see huge debris. You know, you say, well, you're standing out there, could you be hit by something? We've picked a spot where you would have a pretty good sense of any debris coming at us. At this point, I'm not seeing any debris, which is a good sign, in that means, in terms of damage, I mean, we may get power lines down, obviously, because of the transformer flashes we've seen, but that means that we don't see buildings breaking up and destructing at this point. And we certainly hope that continues, and if the wind speeds stay the same, but I don't know. I don't know exactly how much more punch this thing has got. A lot of it is still out over water, which is why we're still getting this kind of rain. So we will continue to be here and see. We could be here for a while, though. Hope we're not here tomorrow.
Well, it sounds like, Jeff, according to Janice, the eye wall of the storm has started to make landfall. The eye itself has not. But I'm looking, South Carolina Electric and Gas says that some customers could face week-long power outages because of the storm. What sort of electricity, as we watch the transformers blow in your area, what sort of electricity are they operating on with those lights? Is it battery? Is it generator? What is it?
This building, one of the reasons we came to this building is because they had a backup generator that would put the lights on in the hallways and under the parking garage, which is where we are underneath. So that was a positive. I still see street lights on, and I still see. That's another one. Well, you can see that. I don't want to bring the camera out in it, but I can just tell you. Also, if I walk over here, it'll be a little less windy. Maybe you saw one flash over there. I don't know if Ben's able to follow me. This is the ocean out this way in the dark. Whoa, that was a big one. Did you hear that, Ben? That was the big one over there. And now I've seen power go down to the whole northern side of Carolina Beach. I still see some power to the left here, which is south. Now they just flash back on. You know, when one goes, they go to another one, and until, you know, they get to the point where they cut it all down. But we just lost power there and it came back on. That's your warning shot across your bow, though. If you're somewhere here still and you've got power, you know, you want to have everything ready. I got a flashlight in my pocket, and it's, you know, a good idea, because when it goes away and you're done.
Jeff, you're in a perfect location for hurricane coverage, actually, because it looks like you're in a parking structure, and if it gets really windy, you can go over by that concrete wall. But how close are you to the water, and at what point do they suggest that the storm surge could be a problem there in Carolina Beach?
Well, here's the positive on this, is because we are still south of the center of circulation, and you know, you see the radar loops, obviously, because we are still south of it, we are getting the circulation moving off the water. We're getting it from the west. As I said, out this way is where the water is. So if you could get out there to look, and we had a report out there earlier, the wave action is actually being pushed back. As the waves roll in, the tops get chopped off because of the winds that are knocking them down. That's keeping the surge at bay. Here's the problem. When they get past us, when the storm center of circulation gets past us, then we begin to get the head-on. So we'll get head-on off the water at some point. That's when the surge issue, I'm just going to look over here again to see if I see any more. power issues, but that's when we would begin to get the surge potentially out here. Okay. And have any problems. We got a big berm here. We think we're okay. I wish I could show you the setup we got here. The truck parked out of the wind, Ben's out of the wind, and we don't want to. Oh, we can show it to you. Hey, Ben, thank you, man. That's nice work. You know, you really got to be careful in these things because, you know, he's looking through a viewfinder. There's the rest of the team there. He's looking through a viewfinder and he can't see. If there's debris coming or something like that, he can't see. So we really want to keep him in a place. I mean, I'm looking out here. I can see maybe something coming at me. So, you know, I think we're in a pretty good position. We're not going to be harmed at all. But if we get the water in there, you know, you lose vehicles and that sort of thing. So we don't want to have that because
all right,
unpleasant
Jeff.
life just got a whole lot more unpleasant.
You're right about
Only
that.
one car there, and it's yours, Jeff. Just shows us everyone else is evacuated, so be safe.